So, welcome on back. Episode number 3, hour number 3. We are getting ready to hit up the caves, get some diamonds, maybe get a little bit of redstone, and finish getting a little bit more iron. Once we have all of that taken care of, I'll head back up to the surface and get some food because we just don't have near enough food to make it far at all. So I do have a way back up, but right now I don't have a way down, so let's see what comes of this. There's definitely another cave network around me somewhere. I just don't know if it's up or down. If it's down, that won't. That's. Yeah, if it's down, that's exactly what I'm looking for. So, okay, good. They can take care of each other. I'll take care of this guy. Well, yeah, now the skeleton's probably really dead. No, this one was aggroing me. Hey, good win, zombie. I would have not expected that. In this little round room, I have two directions I can go. It does look like I can get down this way, but it almost looks more difficult. I'm not too worried about the few mobs that are down there, but just remembering that part of my journey is a little bit of a water stream to go up and down, I'm going to try this other way first. It should be a little bit easier to remember. Whew, glad I heard that guy. Ooh, if you'd have got me from behind, that could have been the end of my world. Caving is so dangerous in hardcore mode. Oh, I am so glad I heard him, because I definitely did not see him. The only part about that that's really bad is my food supply is essentially gone now. But I would like to make it down to deep slate and go even lower than that. So I'll keep journeying on using just torches to light my path. So anytime there's an intersection, I'll know just to simply follow the torches. Commonly in a cave, I'll keep my torches on one side. So if I wander into that cave from a weird direction, I'll know which way I originally entered the cave. However, strip mining, that works really well. Caves of this size, it gets a little tough to only light one side. It's a lot easier to light the middle up. Oh, hi, buddy. You can't, since you have a block in your hand, you can't take any blocks away. Oh, I didn't know I looked at you right there. That's fine. Awesome. However, I'm fearing I hit a dead end. So I'll go up here. I believe there's a skeleton up here. I'll go this way and see if it drops back down. It does not look like it does. No, no, sure doesn't. Yeah, I kind of hit a dead end. I'll go back to that one circle back around and see if that area has a better path for me to go. Oh, I did not know there was a cave right here. Oh, that was sloppy of me. Hey, but we found a way down. That's good. I was able to make it a little lower, but this cave network just flattened out. It quit going up or down. I think this might be another dead end. I don't know yet. Yeah, and all I found was where the Enderman was. Yep, there's my hidey hole. Let me grab this torch. I unfortunately am out of options, so time to staircase down. Hopefully I'll find another cave. It's just so nice having so much exposed block to look for resources. But yeah, I'll cave down, try and stay underneath my crops if I... No, I'm too twisted up. I've got no direction where they are. So I'll just head on down and see what I can find. And the more I think about it, I did start this journey off not at the peak of a mountain, but I was definitely 100 or so blocks above water level, natural ocean water level. I'm sure it's still like 62 or 63 in this game. So, yeah, I could imagine I'm not even below. Where am I at? Yeah, I barely started getting underground now relative to just the whole world. So, above here, if I would have started going straight, I would have just busted out of the side of the mountain eventually. Now I'm getting to where there should be really good resources. Yeah, and being hardcore mode, it's a little bit tough to try and make this staircase as perfect as I usually would, or even just normally basic levels of being substantial. I mean, 5 high when you're digging down will give you more than enough room to put a staircase down and not bonk your head. I'm doing 3 high, which even without a staircase, I'll be bonking my head when I come down this every single time. Of course, if I live on, then I can make this a lot nicer, but for the time being, this is more than good enough in order to get diamonds and redstone and hopefully get a little bit of obsidian. Well, more than hopefully, that's one of the major goals of being down here. Get some obsidian, take it back up to the surface so I can have an easy portal to enter and exit. And very unfortunately, while digging this staircase down, I've heard zero. I haven't heard water, lava, mobs. I haven't heard anything around me. So there could be solid block in every direction for, unfortunately, quite a bit of space. Oh, I'm not hearing running water, so this is probably a big underground water ocean type. Yep. Yeah, it's a cave that's filled. Oh, it looks like I could go down a little bit, but not far enough to make it worth the struggle. So there were no caves that I ran across while coming down here. Once I get to negative 58, the odds of running across another cave at that point just drop so heavy. I've done some strip mining at negative 16, at 8. Negative 16 wasn't good at all. That was just kind of a sample strip run. But at negative 16, not good results. At 8, you can start getting about every resource in the game. However, doing instead of just a strip mine at level 8, doing a strip mine at level 16 as well as negative 58 will give you up at 16 you're right at the premium level to be getting iron for most biomes. So at level 16 you're good to get the iron, and once you get lower you can get redstone and diamonds at much higher rates. So even though at level 8, you can definitely get more than enough resources to make it through, it is very tedious getting more than enough diamonds to make yourself happy. Just going down to level negative 58 and getting diamonds there, I'm sure I can get not a full body's worth of armor, but I'll get my sword and maybe a chest plate or at least a pair of pants or something like that with diamond in probably like 15 minutes being down there at most. So we're almost getting down there. We'll get set up with a little bit of maybe a chest and clear my inventory out of some of this deep slate and some of the cobble that I grabbed up top and set up a little bit of a mine shaft. Obviously, there's no good reason to do anything too pretty, but that being said, unfortunately, usually I keep wood right here. So it's going to get dark. So editing magic to brighten it on up. 'Cause it's not too hard for me to play in the dark, but not too fun for anyone watching. Okay, it's dark. Let's start the editing magic now. Cool. This color works. Of course, I have no idea what it is right now, but I'm sure it looks neat. There are ways of just granulating the whole image and making it brighter, but doing some neat color, or maybe even switching between colors, is kind of just a bit more interesting. Excellent. That took no time at all. Oh, but there can be really, really small diamond veins as well. So it's not uncommon to get a singular diamond, which is, man, that's unfortunate. Oh, so obvious that getting looting, or excuse me, getting fortune on your pick, it's just mandatory these days for doing any type of strip mining. Well, hopefully this is a big pool of lava, because that's exactly what I am needing. I've got my water bucket, and this will get me my 14 obsidian that I'm looking for. Oh no, it's not a big one. It's just, wait, no, I think yeah, there's more heading off this way. So yeah, it doesn't look like the easiest pool of lava. Maybe it'll get a little bit more wide over here. And if it gets wider and flatter, that's just a bit easier to pour the water and pull the obsidian out of. No, it's just kind of this unique lava generation. Oh, I hope it's not a singular lava source. No, I think there's a lava source there and a lava source there at least. But for there to be two random lava sources with cutouts, I wasn't expecting something like that. Yeah, it was almost a vertical vein of lava, which is something I've never seen before. Definitely not as easy as just a big lava pool down at level 12, but a little bit more interesting. I'm happy with the change. I'm sure I'll find actually I know that there's huge lava pools now, but stumbling across a little spaghetti vein, well, I mean it worked. I got the 14. I'm about halfway done with my hour. I dug straight, and I can probably guarantee I've gone too far at this point where the crops aren't still active. So I turned, and I'm heading back. But the diamond distribution 1.18 is really, just truly a lot lighter than what it was. The idea of raiding in cities or setting up villager trading in order to get diamond tools, that's looking to be just more mandatory than most other things. It's a little insane to spend an hour to 2 hours redoing or getting a second pair of armor as well as tools and weapons. So if I can get two more diamonds before this pick gives out, then I'll at least have enough diamonds to get me a sword to go fight the dragon, as well as enough diamonds to give me an enchanting table. If I don't find two more diamonds, then I've got to choose if I want an iron sword for the dragon fight or if I want to go without enchanting anything. So I'll have to make that decision if this pick runs out or if my food runs out before I have a chance to find any more diamonds. I did truly think that I was just going to come down here and stumble across at least 5 or 10 of them right off the bat, just within the first few minutes. So now that I'm 10, 20 minutes deep in a mine shaft, the mathematically best level to be at in order to find diamonds, luck was just not with me this time. If I would have started making a shaft the other direction, hey, maybe I could have found 15 of them. But that's just random RNG for you. However, it can be quite relaxing. If you just squat down to where if a lava hole forms below you, after breaking a block, you won't walk into it. And if you angle your pick just right, it's super simple just to get resources without even having to press different buttons or move your mouse to the right. And to give a little addendum to what I was saying earlier, being at level 8 and looking for diamonds and redstones, the algorithm of the game definitely will spawn a few there. And you're not going through the deep slate. You're going through just stone, which you can go through quicker. However, this is the most appropriate way to be finding the diamonds. It's just rough these days. So much more random than it was. Obviously, back in the day, it was still random, but there was just a higher probability. It seems like there's the same amount of probability, however, just more stone, more options, more levels for the diamonds to spawn at. So there's just a good chance that I've walked under more diamonds than what is usually happening with Minecraft. I'm believing if I can stumble across a cave network being this low, it would be the best way to look for diamonds. However, the game does limit some ore spawning if the blood is exploding. So foolproof to do caving these days, but having to get through deep slate and exposing. Oh yeah, those were some serious audio issues. For no good reason, it just kind of died on me, and I didn't get to keep the rest of my live recording. So this is a voiceover. Luckily, there wasn't too many minutes lost. At the end of the mining session, in like 1 minute, I found 8 more diamonds. So 20 minutes of finding nothing and 1 minute of finding all the diamonds that basically I own, over 90% of them. So that's enough diamonds to let me keep moving forward. I obviously also got some other resources that are important. Got enough obsidian to do an ender portal and some extra stone and stuff just for traveling. While I'm making some extra equipment, I, for the first time, wasn't paying attention to what time it was and had some phantoms say hello to me. So, luckily, phantoms just aren't that strong. So, they can sure surprise you. If I was standing on a pillar when this happened, that would have been a problem. They definitely would have knocked me off. But it wasn't too hard just to go to somewhere where I could set my bed underneath a roof, not have to worry about them, and get that reset. So, no worries there. I'm ready to do an enchantment table. I'm basically ready to do a few things. However, I don't have cows, which means I don't have leather. I don't want to wash that book, but if I have to, I need to. But this is the last of the episode. I reached the third hour of the third episode. So, as always, I really, really, really appreciate you enjoying this episode with me. Next time, we'll hop through that portal, figure out what damage we can get done in the nether, and as for this episode, I'm wrapping it up here. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it like always. Thank you much, and bye. I matched that well.